Hi, gang. Welcome back. I know that was a little bit um, confusing about the Android Linux kind of stuff, so I'm going to go step by step, hopefully save you a little bit of trouble if you do decide you want to experiment with that. So, without further notice, we'll go ahead and get into it. Alright, guys. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this properly. I'm going to start from scratch, just like I did before. I prefer Android Linux, but I actually found the GitHub repository that's a little better, but it still should work. So if you want to install Kali or Ubuntu or whichever one you want to use, you really just follow the directions. Problem with it is, I installed this several times, and when it works properly, you'll know because it takes forever. This shouldn't take long because I've already got everything. But you'll run that, and you see it tells you to run this command, which you should most definitely. I don't know if that's in the directions or not, but this enables you to use root access finally on top of it's actually imitation root. Some of these Android phones very hard to obtain root in, especially the one I have. It's like a 17% success rate. But okay, now right here I am. I'm root at localhost. So then the next step, according to Andronics, is to pick one of these, and that will copy, right? And go ahead and paste it again into the terminal. I am not going to do that. Well, why not? It shouldn't take as long as it did before, but it actually took 3 hours of installation. So I'm not sure how long this second one will take. Hopefully not as long. I thought I would watch like one comedy special and it would be over, but no. When it works properly, it takes much longer than it's taking now. And considering everything's already installed, shouldn't take long at all. I spared you guys a little bit of time because I had already set it up. It was already connected in the port, and I had to delete a bunch of stuff and go through Linux and do some more things just for the demonstration. So I'm going to skip ahead of all that. I had to go into a temp file, and then I had to log out, and then delete all the previous setups, and then start from scratch. It took about 20 or 30 minutes, and we'll spare you that because it's not important to you yet. But I will direct you at the end to comment, ask any questions. You know, I'm sure you have a lot, and like I said, this took me quite a while of troubleshooting. And I know Linux, so it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. But from all my research, if it doesn't work, uninstall Termux, and then reinstall it, and then rerun that copy and paste Kali script, and eventually you'll get taken off on a 4-hour, 3-hour journey of a lot of file installation. So I actually enjoy it because I actually look at the files that are coming in, kind of see how they coded them. Like the Termux actual file is com.termux, So a lot of the things are semantic, they make sense. Um, I even saw the rootkit get installed to allow me to take over uh, super user privileges. So let's get started up here. As you can see right there, I went ahead and restarted it. I took away all my connections to the VNC server. So to reiterate, you need to download the VNC server application and Linux and Termux. Multiple installations probably of Kali or Ubuntu or whichever one you're using. But once you hit that magic command, now you're root. And then once you become root, that's when you install your XFCE4 or Mate, or there's a few of them, but the recommended one is that. So it's running. So I can go to my VNC server. I'm going to add a new computer. It took me forever to figure out this because I couldn't get it to scroll this way or anything, and it turns out you just type localhost. And if you've ever developed anything on your computer, you'll know. You launch the server from the back end, and then VNC Viewer actually gives you kind of a front end view. So I'm going to go ahead and connect. Hopefully it works. It's unencrypted. I did have a password. Okay, and now we're at the magnificent Kali terminal. You can see there. Funny thing is, most of the things you can do with this desktop, the most effective way to do things is through the terminal. So though we've got this nice GUI, we don't really need it too much, or I don't know if I need it too much. There you are. There's your Kali installation. If you don't know too much about Kali, it's for internet security, penetration testing, things of that nature. So as we go back to kind of the Freddie Mercury robot guy, it's actually a pretty legit way to be remote and do a little bit of ethical hacking, which we'll get into later. Let me know if you have any questions or problems when you're installing this, and I'll leave some links as well. So I hope that this was informative, and until next time, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave any future ideas or what you would like to see or learn in the comments. And other than that, I'll probably be posting quite a few videos this week. So stay tuned and stay healthy. Blue Cloud Development, over and out.
You got an organ going there. No wonder the sound has so much body.